Hello and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. So today we are going to take on the Fire Temple. So this is a pretty straightforward dungeon comparative to the other ones. Who's there? Is that you, Link? Oh, it really is Link. You've grown so big since I last saw you. I want to have a man-to-man talk with you, but now's not the time. Ganondorf is causing trouble on Death Mountain again. He has revived the evil ancient dragon. On top of that, he is going to feed my people to that evil dragon as a warning to other races that might resist him. If that fire-breathing dragon escapes from the mountain, all of Hyrule would become a burning wasteland. I will go on ahead and try to seal up the evil dragon. I'm concerned though because I don't have the legendary hammer, but I have no choice. Link, I am asking you to do this as my sworn brother. While I'm trying to deal with the dragon, please save my people. The prisoner's cells are in the opposite direction. I'm counting on you, Link. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a mechanic throughout, but it's pretty straightforward. We come over to the side here. Maybe not jump right in the lava, that would be helpful. So if we press this switch, we will release the Goron that's behind it. And there's several of these guys throughout the map. You don't need to talk to them. They are, they will just leave on their own. So if you, if you don't want to waste the time, you don't need to. They can give you, just small tips and tricks about the dungeon, but it's nothing important if you don't read it, so. Oh. And that's twice now. So apparently my platforming is not going to be on point today. Okay, and we're gonna go right across to the other side, now that we have a key to get in here. And this room is not too bad. I do find that I can forget which side I'm gonna try and exit from when I come into this room, but I always try to go to the left, then to the right. So, go like this. And in here we have another Goron. So usually in these tunneled areas, you'll find that this is just a Goron cell. So. Alrighty. Go this way, and then if you notice, there was a block of time right above this door. We just stand back. We play the Song of Time within reasonable distance of the block, and it'll move. Okay. So when we come in here, you're gonna want to shield right away. So you can't really, like, you can swing your sword at them if you just want to try and break them. You can't lock onto them. They don't have any enemy information or anything like that. So, and if you were using the big Goron sword and you just want to get rid of your shield for aesthetic reasons, this like would be a good opportunity to do that. I do that once in a while, so we have a gold skull in here. And then when we come back out, we're going to go straight across this big room to the other side. And don't worry about falling in the lava at basically anywhere in here. You do have a reasonable amount of time to traverse through it, so it's not like it's instant damage or anything like that for you. Oh, everything's on fire. And it's chasing me. Okay. Now this wall. Okay. This wall, when you slash at it, you'll notice it has a different sound to it. So, with those walls, you want to bomb them. And there's a few of them throughout this level. Okay. Okay, and now we have the small key. I do believe it is this direction I want to go. Yes, it is. So with this room, your best bet, just stand here, aim your hook shot up, and just climb right up. There's no need to slide down it or anything like that. So take care of those keys real easy. Yeah, you can shoot them with arrows, hook shot, walk up and slash them. There's no real quickest way to deal with them. And we'll drop this down. We'll come in here. Now, this room's got a little bit of a puzzle in it, but it's not too bad. Come back here. There we go. So, up there, that ring of fire is controlled by the switch that's right there. You don't have enough time to go down and strike the switch and then get back up past the fire. You're climbing up a chain link fence, so it'll activate really quickly and then you get knocked off. So the easiest way I've found to do this is we take this stone, because we can't jump up on it as it is, so we're going to use it as more of a stepping stone than anything. And we'll back it up. And then from here we can jump on it now. And just climb up on this. You kind of want to keep a good idea of where your bearing is on that thing, because you're going to kind of toss a bomb off the ledge and down to the switch. So you do this well. Oh, hold on to it too long. That should be good. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you're just trying to get the bomb down there. It can be a little bit tricky the first couple times you try to do it, but with practice, just like anything else, it's actually not too bad. So we're gonna come over this way. Now this is a boulder maze room. Basically, stay away from the middle of the room. You don't have much you need to find in there. But along the outside, there's going to be a Goron switch and a bombable area, and just like little things around the outside. So we definitely want to be staying to that area. These boulders can be a little bit tricky. Oh, well, I think I just cornered myself. Yep. So they can be a little bit tricky because once they run into you, they'll immediately start rolling in the opposite direction, which throws off the timing of everything. So yeah, so just like that. And then we don't want to go in there just yet because we do have a spot over here. That door is going to get us up above where the camera is sitting. So we don't quite want to go up there yet. And make sure we've got our small key. Can't get around that side. And then we want to keep going one more spot. You can probably hear the Skulltula scratching. And if you notice, this wall makes the same sound that other wall made. So just gotta bomb that. Got your hook shot. And we have a Skulltula. Once you've gotten to this point, there's no reason for you to keep going in the direction you're going. So, oh, why don't I just go right around all this? So we can just head back towards this door, just nice and easy. Now this room is a little bit daunting because this pathway is pretty narrow. And if you get nervous with narrow walkways, you fall all the way down to the first floor. So, you definitely want to be careful. You don't want to be making that trek back, but that is just one of the little obstacles and challenges that they decided to set up. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Now that we've opened up that eyeball, we have our first big chest of the dungeon. It is the dungeon map. So, now we can at least see the shapes of the rooms that we're in. I find that even without the compass, as long as I understand the shape of the room, I've got a good idea of where I am and where I'm going, so that is definitely helpful. And then this room is kind of fun. So once I jump across this chain link platform area, there's going to be a wall of fire that appears behind me and is basically going to keep me moving. So even if it does hit you and keep moving, it will respawn eventually, and it will continue to follow you. So yeah, this room can be a little bit annoying sometimes. And we'll just hop up here. Now, behind this door is where we were looking from down at Link when we were wandering through the maze, so... Yeah. We'll come back to that in a second. Ooh. Stomach is gurgling. It's almost lunchtime, but I wanted to get the video done first. Then I can have it processing and all that. And go make some lunch after. Okay. That guy. And just make sure we're running properly, because we don't want to have to run back around and get up here again. Okay. There's the small key. Oh. If you find a place that you can see on the map but can't reach, try playing your ocarina. Yeah. So yeah, this is what actually happens. I guess he just walked off that ledge. Cool. But yeah, that's what happens. They'll give you a secret, and then it's a short animation of them walking away. And again, I've played this game so many times, there's nothing that they can tell me that I'm not likely already gonna know, if I recall correctly, so... And as a kid, I used to talk to them every time because I thought I had to, or else they wouldn't get out. You know, the fun little things that you don't understand as a kid. Now we're gonna bomb this, because Navi will be completely annoying if we don't. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you want to try and latch on part of the way down and then continue the rest of your fall, otherwise you'll shatter Link's ankles, and that's not helpful to saving the world. So yeah, this was the cage we walked past to get that block puzzle in place. So yeah, we just did a little bit of a backtrack, but you do need to come get that key or else you'll get stuck, so... And then, just like is always fun, always climbing up long chain link fences or ladders. Okay. You gotta be prepared. This guy sometimes will be looking right at you and can absolutely knock you right back down that hole, and that's annoying. That is really annoying. So, Navi is showing that she's found a hidden spot. So here's where you're gonna play your Scarecrow song. And your best friend Pierre is gonna show up. Okay. I'm gonna go up there. And once you've hook shot up here, look straight across. You've got a platform that's gonna take you up. And then in this area, we're actually going to find 2 Skulltulas. So I'm gonna climb up here, and there's gonna be one hanging on the wall right there. And we'll come across right here. And we will collect the sculpture that's right there. Now, there's a switch behind me. And what it is you press that switch, and then up there's a chest. That chest has 1 or 200 rupees, I can't quite remember. But if you want to grab it, you can. It's on a pretty tight timer. I don't have a need to do that, so I'm just not going to. I can't remember what happens when I fall all the way down here. Can't quite tell what room that is. But I always take my way back. Oh! Oh! Cool. So this actually worked out pretty well. So that was a first. If you keep going straight down, you'll land on that first floor room that I'd warned about. But this is the door you basically wind up having to backtrack to anyway. And this is the room that you're wanting to go back into because... Oh. Because that side door is the door we need to go into in order to advance through the temple. So, I don't know. I think maybe I should get a like for that one. I have never just jumped down, and that was not a platform you wanted to try and do that on. So... yeah, if you thought that was pretty cool, maybe drop a like. That would be fantastic. Now, this is where this room can be a pain, so you gotta kind of be a little bit patient with it. This is the most struggles I've had with this room. Typically, I can run through without ever getting touched by the wall. But alas... I think I'm just doing my own victory lap and not paying attention. Which is why I don't gloat when I play video games online. Okay, so from here, it's not uber important, but if you want to make sure you've got the compass, you do need to come this way first. So, ideally you're getting to that wall of fire back there, but there's a door over here that you can't access from the same route. Whoa. Almost got run over there. Okay, so there's the compass. So now we'll be able to see all the chests and where we are, the door we came in, all that other fun stuff. Yes, I'm just going to run through with reckless abandon. That just seems to work for me. Oh. I swear sometimes this game just finds moments to pick on me just because. Oh. Helps if I'm paying attention. So this is a firewall maze. It's as straightforward as it looks. Not too bad, but the first couple times you try to go through it, it could trip you up a little bit. We'll get a couple hearts. Stay right to that corner. Yeah, if you're out from that wall to any amount, those fire streams will absolutely hit you. So, yeah, just be mindful of that when you're going through that area. And then, no, we're gonna come back to this area. So, it helps if I didn't have the reaction time of a goldfish today. That would be fantastic. Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this switch. You're going to go straight sideways and then run for that wall. It is a pretty tight timer. But it's not bad if you know which way you're going, but if you get tripped up by these firewalls, you're not going to make it. So, yeah, as you can see, again, I had more than enough time knowing exactly which way to go, but not a whole lot of time for mistakes, so... So this door kind of looks a little bit funny. If you go to try to open it, hold back. It is a fake door. There's a couple of these throughout the game, but not too many. So if you bomb it, it will reveal the actual one. Now, we have a flare dancer. So these guys are pretty easy. The whole idea is you just hit him when he's spinning around. If you let him spin too long, he'll drop little fireballs on the floor that will follow you. And that's not ideal. But for the most part, pretty straightforward boss. There's one. But yeah, don't try to follow him. Just go around the opposite way of which way he's going around that middle platform. And he's not bad at all. Again, more of the challenge usually comes from those things. Because they do start to move and follow you, and they can trip you up a little bit, but yeah, as you can see, the boss isn't terrible at all. Now we're going to ride the platform up. We're going to come into this room. So this is going to be kind of the same thing as the one we did before. Not quite as stressful. You just walk over to the edge here. Oh. Over to it, not off of it. That's a pro gamer tip right there. Want to get close? Drop the bomb down. Yeah, maybe don't walk right into the fire. And yeah, as long as you're about as high as the floor, the bottom of this floor area, you should be fine. Again, it's not a bad timer at all, so... I think in theory you can just climb right up by hitting it with your sword. Okay, so this room. This is the dungeon item room. And we're gonna grab our arrows, which we don't have a whole ton of. And you want to try and take care of these guys first. It can be a bit of a pain because, like, that one over there, he is really far away, so figuring out where to shoot to hit him is a little bit of a pain. Go. That other one go. So I guess I can just kind of hope it's not going to interrupt me. Oh, there it is. You really don't want these things to fly down and hit you, because if they knock you off of this... Oh, come on. Really? I am normally not... There we go. Normally not that bad of a shot. But yeah, we're going to hit this switch. We're going to follow this thin staircase all the way up there. It is on a pretty short timer. Now, the trick here... If you fall to the left, it's not a big deal. You can just hop up, traverse these, and come back here. If you fall down the right, you are going to fall down floors and floors and floors, and you're going to have to make your way back up here. So, yeah, not fun. Let's see if we can do this. It's not super bad, but it can be a bit of a pain. There we go. Again, and that just comes from a lot of practice. But it is a required item, so you do have to get it. So you get stuck here, you get stuck here. But for me, that's probably my least favorite dungeon item to collect, just because I hate the prospect of being able to fall. Okay. And now we're going to use it. So the Megaton Hammer basically just breaks everything, moves objects that typically don't otherwise move, things like that. From what I understand, it's actually not that strong as a weapon, it's just more useful for utility. But I could be wrong. Get that These guys. Go. Got a few arrows back from all those other keys that I... There we go. So yeah, you definitely want to take care of those keys, because if they run into you, they'll burn up those boxes, and as you can probably guess with any good dungeon design, if you have an object you don't normally see, you are probably going to need it. So we'll take the crate, we'll jump all the way down the stairs we just made, and it's a blue switch. So just like any other time, if we are standing on a blue switch, as soon as we walk off of it, it'll deactivate. So, but the nice thing is we are almost done, so take that. So that's a rusted switch. There's a couple of these throughout the dungeon. Yeah, it looks rusted. And you do need the Megaton Hammer in order to activate them, so climb down. There we go. Gonna grab this guy, turn around, come to the other side. Oh. See, the funny thing is, I don't use the Megaton Hammer on the boss. Because I have the big Goron sword. So, like, you're required to use it to put him in a state where you can damage him, but I don't use it to damage him. I always switch over to my big Goron sword. Alrighty. And now we are right back at the second room that we were in. Now, we don't have the boss key yet, and that's why we need the Megaton Hammer. So, on the sides of this staircase, you have one open door, which is pointless to go into because there's a chest locked behind the cage, so we have to use the... Go away. That freezes in midair. Really? There we go. Just spam the sword button, because why not? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Why is it not hitting? Ah, this is why I hate keys. There we go. Nice and simple. And one last torch slug. And when we come into this room, we're going to have a whole bunch of these guys again. Oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, these guys break really easily. It's not like you really need to worry about them too much. Like. And the Skulltula. That should be all of them. Fantastic. We notice. Very familiar setup. Another Flame Dancer. So, this guy is a lot easier now because you just have to hit the floor near him and it'll break him. So you don't have to try and get close enough to get him with a bomb. Just wait till he lands. Yeah, so see, I wasn't even really that close to him. There we go. And that is much easier, and it prevents him from being able to use his little flame dancing attack. There we go. One more attack should do it. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, don't need to go out that door. We free the last Goron and collect the boss key. Okay. Now we go back into this room for the third time, and we can actually just continue on. Normally I always recommend save before a boss, just in case. But with this boss, this is probably the easiest boss, if I had to hedge my bet. Maybe not amongst King Dodongo and Goma. I don't really count them because they're beginning bosses, but of the temple bosses, this is definitely the easiest one, I would say. Subterranean Lava Dragon Volvagia. I think that's how that's pronounced. I honestly have never known how to properly pronounce like half the stuff in this game, so I'm just trying. Okay, so he is very straightforward. We're gonna pull our Megaton Hammer out. We're basically gonna play whack-a-mole with him. And you'll be able to stun him once with the Megaton Hammer, and then I usually, like I said, just oh, gotta be careful of his Dragon Breath attack. What he's gonna do is he's gonna circle around you. You just duck by keeping the Megaton Hammer. He'll just circle around you and never actually get you. So yeah, this is one of the reasons that I find he is incredibly easy. Okay, jump attack. So yeah, again, this is the easiest boss in the entire game, I would say. So the second time he comes out, he's going to fly up really high, and he's going to try and drop boulders on you. Now, this one's a little bit more annoying, but honestly, if you just keep moving, just kind of keep your movements a little bit erratic, generally he doesn't hit you. Now, what's going to happen, because he's taken so much damage, is he's going to try and fake you out by using a couple different spots to try and throw you off your game. And just like that, done. So yeah, this is an incredibly easy boss. It's a little bit more drawn out, obviously, if you're only using the Master Sword or the Megaton Hammer to defeat him. But jump attacks with the big Goron sword makes very quick work of him. Okay. Once that burns up, we are left with a heart container. And now, the volcano is calm again. So, that's good, because that's what we were kind of hoping we were going to resolve. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate what you did. I thank you on behalf of the entire Goron race. You turned out to be a real man, just as I thought you would. By the way, I, the wild Darunia, turned out to be the great sage of fire. Isn't that funny, brother? Well, this must be what they call destiny. Nothing has made me happier than helping you seal the evil here. Hey, brother, take this. This is a medallion that contains the power of the fire spirits and my friendship. So we've now received the fire medallion, so Daruni awakens as a sage and adds his power to ours. So that is fantastic. Don't forget, now you and I are true brothers. Okay, so I'm not going to continue anything on. There's a couple side things we can take care of now that we've completed the fire temple, but I'm going to save that for another video. This one's already turned out to be pretty long, having gotten the entire fire temple done. So I'm going to end it off here, but thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video. If you did like it, don't forget to drop a like. If you really liked it, don't forget to subscribe on your way over to your next video. And on the next one, we'll do a couple errands before we go to track down the next temple. Until then, thank you, and all the best.